Everyone, it's Melissa with Unique You. Hope you're having a great evening. I'm just putting on my face primer, trying to be all ready ahead of time. And tonight we're gonna do Let's Bring in Spring, or something. I said something along those lines. Let's wish for spring. How about that? So I hope you can join me. If you are catching me live, you'll see the red live up in one of these corners here. And then if you are on Facebook and you tap on the screen, I think it's this corner, I can never remember which hand, the three little white dots will appear. And that will let you know, or let you click to turn on live notifications. And that lets you know when I'm coming live. Okay? And then hello YouTube, thanks for joining me. And then for YouTube, if you would go ahead and click subscribe, click the bell, that will let you click to turn on live notifications as well. So once you hop on, please tell me you're here. It doesn't always tell us, so I would love to be able to say hi, and I'm sure my phone is going to be loud. I thought I had everything turned down, so we'll see here. But if you would go ahead and invite your friends, hit that button right there if you're on Facebook. It would mean the world to me if you bring all your friends along. And so I'm just trying to get this going because I tried to click on my other one and it disappeared on me, so now we got it going. Thanks, honey, as always, for hopping on with me. So I've already washed my face. Oh, thank you. Washed my face, put my primer on. I've got my serum. Where'd I put it? I use, even still when I do my lives at night, I'll still use my day moisturizer. Then I like to use my serum. Okay, so these are all in our skincare line. Excuse me. And so the reason I like it is you get to pick the boosters, you get to pick what you want to put in, or if you want to take the skincare quiz, which honestly is what I did, and I kind of tweaked a few things, maybe what I thought I wanted to focus more on, but it is almost pretty right on. I think I only changed like 2 things in mine, so it's kind of fun. Well, thought I saw something moving. Was something moving? Okay.
I forgot to get it adjusted. So
hubby's moving something, and I saw something on the corner. What the heck is moving? Am I moving? Is the floor moving? Okay, so I just thought let's wish for spring. I wore yellow because honestly, this weather today, I'm fit to be tied about it. And so I thought it would be fun to just wish for spring. So I just thought, come hang, come sit, we'll have a good time. I don't really have like a set, what do you want to call it, order or anything, so I just thought it'd be fun. I know for sure tonight I'm going to use this as my lipstick. I love using our lip liners, the Moodstruck Precision lip pencils. Lip liner in the color Posh. I don't know if you can see that there. I am going to go real quick. I know that there was one they got rid of, and I just realized I better double check before I use it. I forgot about this. So let me run and check on my site real quick. If you do need to order anything, you can go to YOUNIQUE.com. And pretty much everything is there if you do have questions. So right here. If you do have questions, you can send me a message, or if you need to be color matched, I can help you with that as well. Let's see. Posh is still there. Okay. And then Pouty is the other one that I love. It's kind of like a nude color. It's not as nude as you would think, so that's kind of what I like about it, is you can kind of have a little bit of color in with what we call nude. Okay? So this one here again is Posh. I love it. We're going to use that as a lipstick tonight. And I have done lip glosses over them, but I kind of feel like I just like the lip liner itself. So I'm going to do that. Then I couldn't decide between BB cream and mixing with my Liquid Touch. So I think I might honestly do my stick foundation tonight. It's a little bit not darker, but a little bit different shade than maybe I would use. But I'm going to use that tonight. So this is the stick foundation in the color Taffeta. If you are not sure what color you need, send me a picture facing a window where it's well lit, the shade's open kind of thing, unless you have really bright light coming through a shade that's closed. Let me see your face and your neck, because then I can help better color match you. And we also too have our beauty guide. I love the beauty guide. Some people, they're not so fond, and that's okay. So if you do need help, let me know. I have posted some pictures before of the beauty guide, how I've used it, kind of different things to show you that it does with like the eyeshadows, the like say a lip liner or lipstick, and the foundations and such. Then tonight I'm going to use my Epic Mascara in Brown. Brown was one of my favorite shades long time ago, back when I was wearing makeup. So I'm going to use that tonight, okay? So now, tonight, let's start with the stick foundation. This does twist. Many different ways you can apply it. And I'm trying to figure out tonight, I think I might, let's see. Like, where's all my stuff? Hello. Oh, right here. My kabuki brush is what I was looking for. So I am going to brush it on the top here. I just kind of, you know, get a little bit started. And then we can just add it kind of like we would with the BB cream. I am going to kind of spin it in a circle just to kind of even out the color so it's not all sitting in one spot, if that makes sense. And then I was actually looking at trying to get, I don't know, it's hard to explain, like a smaller brush like this one, if that makes sense. And just so I can get in the little nooks and crannies where I can't reach with the big brushes. So the other thought I had was you could use one of the, these guys, Blending Bud, thank you honey. Words. So I thought I would do that sometime and see if that would work. For me, I would probably get it moist. That way it doesn't maybe feel so dry, if that makes sense, on the skin. So I'm just going to blend this in. Again, this is in the color Taffeta. And we have many different shades, okay, in this. The reason I love the stick foundation now, along with all the other ones, because I have so many favorites, is this just blends right in. You don't feel like you're wearing anything as far as like feeling like something caked on your face. Honestly, it feels like a lotion that you put on that just settles into your skin, and you don't have to worry about like, oh my gosh, is it caking here? Is it hanging here? So that's why I kind of like to spin mine a little bit, just to kind of make that even look with it, okay? Now, the one thing that I try to do is I try to get it down to where my eyebrows are, because right kind of almost to them, just so I can make sure that I've got the color blended, and also too I don't look like I have a huge gap right here, right? So we're just going to kind of keep working this around. I try to get up, if I can, right up here. Kind of gets a little challenging, like I was mentioning. So I may actually try this little guy here. This is one of my other blender buds. It may have a little bit of BB cream, but that's fine. So I'm just taking it right on the top here and just kind of working it here. I do like to go on here a little bit. I still do like to use my eye primer, but I also like to have everything look even. So it's up to you how and where you choose to put it, if that makes sense, okay? So I'm just gonna go back over it with the kabuki brush and just kind of make sure it's all even, that nothing's kind of sitting in one spot. Okay, so I'm gonna take back just this pointy part. I tend to have this issue right in the corner of my eye, so I'm gonna make sure that I've got it right there. Okay. So we're going to go back in with the kabuki brush. We're going to kind of start coming down and finishing the rest of my face. My face. And then we'll keep working it through here. And I'll bring some down into my neck. I did put some primer on my neck too. Okay. And then I use any excess that I have in the brush, and I just work it down so it kind of looks more even. Now, obviously, in the summertime, we're out in the sun more. We're kind of getting some more tanned skin. We're not so like winter white, if that makes sense. We're just kind of feeling pale is probably the word. We just kind of feel more pale in the winter. So, alright. Well, how has everyone's day been? Mine's been kind of tiring, but you know, it's Monday. So I'm just going to bring some on the side here too. Okay. And I'll bring a little bit more just to kind of make sure everything is in there. I know, way too much snow. I agree. I know it's not as bad as some other winters, but it's just been like the most inopportune times that it's been appearing. And so I just kind of feel like, okay, I am so done and we need some spring. So let's wish for spring, everybody. Okay? Okay, so I'm just going to go back over the top here. I don't always kind of do these circly motions. A lot of times I like to stipple just for the fact that it's more like even spots. You can also take the stick and smooth it onto your face. There's so many different ways you can do it. I mean, it's crazy. So here we are. Does it look even? I kind of always feel like my chin doesn't get as much attention as it should. So I'm just going to take a little bit more here. There. Okay, that looks better. Now, let's go ahead and, hold on one second, my contact keeps shifting. Gotta love those contacts. Okay. Now, I am gonna use, let's see here, I think I cleared all these other ones out, yes, okay. So I'm gonna look at my addiction palettes and see, my number 7 has got all the bright colors. But kind of the reason I'm looking at this is for this one here to maybe use as a highlight. That's the Electrified. Or we can just even use it along with another color just to kind of blend the two together. Like I was kind of picturing this Victorious here, this one on the end. I don't want my silver. I really like the other one in the other palette and then this one. So this is Victorious. It's kind of become one of my other pink favorites. Oops. There goes my silverware. Sorry, guys. Okay, so let's get a brush here and we're going to use some Victorious. Now I'm just kind of lightly getting in there. And I keep forgetting I got this fun mirror here on here. So actually, hold on, before I do that, I want some eye primer. Alright. I remembered. Hold, please. We've got to have that eye primer, okay? So I am going just right over the top, even though I did use my stick foundation up here. I like to have the eye primer because with hooded eyes, we tend to kind of have more of an issue when we close or open our eyes that we can't really see the shadow. So this really helps it to adhere to the primer. I kind of let it sit. It's kind of like, we call it like a tacky consistency, where it actually will just help it to stay in one spot. Okay, now you'll get a little bit, of course, of your foundation, you know, on your finger. I just like to have a more even look, otherwise I just kind of feel like it's all over the place and just not even. So I'm just gonna get that out of my eyebrow for sure. Get this kind of set in here and ready. Okay, then I kind of let it sit a minute. And this is the Moodstruck eye primer that I just applied. This one here. Okay, it's kind of become one of my favorites. Now, we're going back into Victorious, so we'll start with the right eye. This is Moodstruck Addiction Palette 5. And I'm just going to kind of start right along the top. Oh, here's the eyelash. Hello, eyelash. And I'm just tapping in and just kind of basically tapping right into spot. I don't want to be all, what do you want to call it, too bright. Whatever. too all over the place. Honey's going like this. We don't want it to be so kind of, hello, I'm here. So I'm just kind of starting to carry it into the spots that I want to put it by tapping. Okay. Now if you get any fallout, just take an all-over face brush, like this one, and you can just flick anything that may have hung out. I couldn't tell if anything fell here, so. Alright, now I'm going to bring it up higher. I just kind of wanted to get my main part started by applying on the lids. So I'm creating my own crease, the reason that I'm bringing that higher. Kind of like we were just talking, if you've got hooded lids, it does get hard to see maybe what colors are there. My hair is just all over the place today. Okay. So then we could either bring in that other color down here or kind of up here. What do you think? Does anybody have a favorite spot? I am going to use, let's see, where did you go? Is it this one? Yeah. It was this one. Hold on. Some dust or something on there. Yeah. Oh, please. So I'm just going to lightly take this Electrified. This is out of Addiction Palette 7. And I'm just going to kind of lightly tread this up here. It's going to kind of apply a little different because I've got the eye primer on. Some people may not like the eye primer because you don't have as much movement. Usually I would kind of highlight up this way, but I'm wanting to bring attention to where this Victorious is. I wish I had a little bit different brush. It's kind of, what?
Like you don't have enough brush.
I know. Well, the one I need is, I need to clean it. And that one's got pink on it. Well, actually, maybe we could use this one, even though it's had what do you call it? Gentle on there. I'm gonna use this one here. Let's try that. It'll actually kind of match the actual bristles, if that's the word we're looking for. Then if you want to, you can take your blending brush. This is the Younique blending brush. And then I'm just going to use my big mirror and just kind of smooth it out. That way we get it more even, because otherwise it's going to kind of sit in one spot. And you can just kind of lightly work at it. That way we're blending it and it's not sticking out so much. It's just kind of all working together. Tell me what you think of this. I want to know people's opinions, okay? So if you're catching the replay, go ahead, put hashtag replay. If you're not a newbie, put hashtag hey hey. And if you're new, put hashtag, I forget what I always say. Newbie. I couldn't remember what we always did. Okay. So, excuse me, I've been doing this all day. See how blended we are now? And there's just a little bit of shimmer added. Okay. Now if you really want to get some sparkle, because some of these in this number 5, they do kind of look sparkly. Can you see that? So you could add some shimmer by using the Touch Behold setting spray. Okay. But let's keep going, because I'm hoping to keep this shorter than longer tonight, even though we just want to hang out. So I'm going to start by applying. We've already got the primer on the side too, and I'm just kind of packing it. When I'm tapping into the shadow, I am tapping any excess off. That way we don't have like a ton sitting on the brush, if that makes sense. You could even kind of do a rainbow effect, starting with the color down here, and then the next layer above there another color if you wanted, but that's okay. And this corner's always got a thing for, like, it must like to find my wrinkles right here. It's like, what are you doing? So I'm trying to pack some more right there. It must be kind of where I have like a crease that goes there when I open my eye. So now we're just gonna bring the next layer kind of up here, creating our own crease, because I am doing it a little bit higher. Okay. Now you'll notice I didn't blend this in because it kind of felt like I got it packed where I want it. Okay. So I'm just creating a little bit more of my crease here, and then we're going to come back in. Now this one I did is a Victorious. Now we're going to come in with the Electrified. And I'm using between IT brushes, Real Techniques, Unique, and Eco Tools. And I guess ELF or ELF, however you want to say it. Oh goodness, I'm almost dropping everything. Okay, so now we're going to come in. Hold on, there's a hair. Kind of hanging out. Now we're going to use our Electrified just like we did over here. Hello, Mr. Train. That came out of nowhere. It kind of startled me. I was like, woo. So we're going to use some of this. And we're just going to come across the top. Yes, this works much better than the other brush I had. So I almost dipped in the purple. Oh my word. So we'll just kind of come right across here. And then we're still going to use our blending brush just to kind of make it flow more naturally. Okay. And you're probably like, girl, whoa, that is too much. Well, you just wait. We're just going to blend all that together here. Okay. So the reason you see me blend and blend and blend and blend, I know it's like a record, right? A broken record. We're trying to get it even. Okay. And we want to make sure that it's not all kind of sitting in one spot. So if you need to kind of ruffle it in a circle, just to kind of get that part mellowed. And like I said, it is a little bit different when you've got the primer on. Okay. Now, I'm kind of thinking that we need some sparkle in this part here for the Victorious. So I am going to take my Touch Behold setting spray. Okay. And I'm going to come in and get this sprayed on my hand. Here, primed and blended. You're funny. Yes. So we're going to spray it on our hand. Okay, so I get just a little bit. Then I dip my brush in here. And you don't have to get like a ton of wet. Then I just kind of brush across the top of my Victorious. And you come back across with just a little bit. See how that brightened it? Okay. So I'm just going to take a little bit more. Yeah, it'll get a little bit darker, which is fine, because we want that to be our main color. So I'm going to dip my brush back in again. Okay. Pretty much using the rest of it. And I maybe had about like this size of that on my hand. Just adds a little bit more pop. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I can tell a little bit over here. Okay, so let's get some blush. Speaking of blush, I'm super excited. If you have not ordered this month's Kudos, I have mine coming this week. I'm hoping on Wednesday in time for my live. So I think it'll be an unboxing, to be honest with you. I'll wait till the evening. I'm hoping and praying it comes because I forgot about President's Day today, so it's kind of getting all sad. But it's showing that it's supposed to be here on Wednesday. So, if you have not got your kudos, you can get your blush is where I was starting to go with this. And I ordered another color blush. I believe it was in the color Sweet. So you can pick 2 liquid shadows, and I have 2 more coming. I did use my Egotistical color. I'm still learning how to use this because honestly, it's a little bit different than the liquid shadows I've used before. Okay, so this is the Egotistical color, but you can pick from, what was it, 8 colors, I think.
Hold it up again.
Oh, sorry. So this one here. Okay. What are we doing? Is that it? Okay. And then you can pick a blush and then a lippy. We like to say lippy because you can choose from a lip gloss, a lipstick, a liquid splash lipstick. What am I missing? Is that it?
Hang on, I'll pull it up again.
I'm trying to remember. So color or gloss? That bottom one there. Are you there?
Yeah.
Click on it.
Trying to.
Like, what's happening here?
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so a liquid splash lipstick, an opulence lipstick, a crushed lip powder, that's what it was, the lucrative lip glosses, or the lip stains. Now that is fabulous, okay? So I've got mine coming. I'll surprise you with what I have coming, but I do have 2 new liquid shadows, of course. So I've got this one, and I'm still learning how to use them because I kind of feel like I failed the first night I used them live and didn't have time to practice, okay? You can make them look good, I promise. If you are not sure, I have a video I can send you where I will have you see, not I will show you, but I will have you see how they do go good together, okay? And you can work with it, blah, 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 okay? So tonight, I am probably going to have to use Sisterly, and I'm super excited because I think I got Sweet Blush, but it'll be a surprise. I'm trying to remember, but let's go ahead. Rented lips. That's funny. Let's use Sisterly, okay? So we're going to get some blush on. This is a really kind of pretty pink. I think a lot of people are going to like the new color that I picked because not everybody loves, like, they maybe feel like this is a bright pink. It really is kind of hard to say if it's bright. It's more of a light pink, okay? And it does have a little bit of shimmer. I think the one I ordered is a matted, but you can always amp it up with some sparkle by either using some gentle over the top of it. Or we've got, if you want to put this on first, these are the Touch Alamo Cream to Powder Luminizers. I think they come in a little compact like this now. But we had them in the sticks. We may have them in both, actually. But you can just add some fun sparkle. This is in Benevolent, okay? And you can put that first, and then you can add your blush, or vice versa, however you choose. Okay, so I am going to show you some highlighting. I have done it with this before. Oops, I'm sorry. Sorry. And then we'll highlight here. So I think I will use, let's see, gotta find a color. I think we'll just use our good old faithful Gentle. How about that? Okay, so we use Gentle here. And I'm taking my little fan brush. And we'll come across the top here. These little hairs just love to hang out. They just love it, love it, love it. And then, I probably should have moved my pie. I'm probably getting eyeshadow in my pie. Eyeshadow pie, anyone?
At least it'll look good, right?
Yeah, my hubby said at least the pie will look good, right? So then we come across over here, and I like to do it above my blush if I'm doing some highlighting. Now, if you want to do some bronzing, I can show you that too. Okay, we've got a really nice one that I like. We've got a bunch of other ones too. That looks good. You can kind of come across your nose here, a little bit here, a little bit here. A little bit here if you want, just to kind of highlight those points of our face. Look at my little nose. And then we've got, I moved everything, now where'd I put it? Hold on. We've got this here. This is one of my new favorites. We've had it for a while, but it's the BEACHFRONT line. And I'm trying to see, I think it's the Chilling Luminous Powder. Okay. I've got a good brush that I love to use. I'm hoping they bring these brushes back because this is one of my favorite ones. This one, we have a small one and a large one. And I just kind of like to puff it up in here, and then I'll tap any excess. And then you'll go like this. And wherever that falls is kind of where that line is, you'll put it. Okay, so we're kind of doing some bronzing here. To really kind of carve out the shape of your face, okay? Then I like to take and come down under here on each side. And yep, we'll still do the left side cheek here. Okay. And this one is just called bronzer. So that's kind of the neat thing is we've got, I don't know if you could find them, honey. I'm trying to think of what they have this under. Oh, if you go under the hamburger menu, and then there should be, kind of scroll down. I can't see what they say here. It should have like, can you put it up on the screen? Is that possible? Then I can help you. Collections, or no, product lines. So this is where you'll find it. You go under the hamburger menu, log in, go under product lines, and then BEACHFRONT. You don't have to log in. That's, no, I'm telling them they can log in. Sorry. So hamburger menu, product lines, BEACHFRONT. And then once that pulls up, you can go under BEACHFRONT Chilling Luminizer Powder, and that's where this guy is, okay? And I've got the one that's called bronzer. So if you click on there, there's a highlighter, a blusher, and a bronzer, okay? Now, these usually feel cool to the touch on the face. For some reason, I've had mine a little while, and I don't know if that wears out or if I just, haven't used it enough to kind of be all like, yeah, it's cool. So that is where you can find those. Okay, then I'm going to take my all over face brush, because if it gets a little wild right here, we're just going to kind of tame it down. Okay. And you can do the same thing under here. Okay. And then before we do our mascara, we're going to do our lips, and then we're going to do our setting spray. My lips are dry. So we have a lip exfoliator that you can choose in the Kudos as well. Okay. I'll have to get me one of those. Okay. So I'm going to use, again, the Moodstruck Precision pencils in the color Posh as my lipstick. Then I'll actually look like I have lips. What do you think of the color so far? Can you tell? Kind of feels like there's something sharp on there. Okay, there we go. Alright, now so I like to line first, that way I can make sure I'm gonna be where I need to be, and then just start filling it in. Okay. Isn't it amazing what a little color can do? And then we'll fill in the bottom. Alright, so the other thing I keep forgetting to talk about is our starter kit for this month. It is the same as last month, super good deal. You don't have to run a business, you can just buy the makeup just to have the makeup. $452 worth of makeup for $99, and you get on your next purchase after that $25. You'll get when you purchase the kit YCash, $25 in YCash. Then you can use that toward a future purchase. So basically it's like $74 in the end, but you'll pay the $99, and you can choose to run a business or you can choose to be a kidnapper. Super fun. And I'm telling you, they've put everything in there for you to be able to use, like, do a whole face, okay? So if you have any questions on that, I did put the link in my Monday's live, and I'll put it again down below for you tonight. Once I'm done going live, all the links will go live, if that makes sense, where you can actually click on them. If you're wanting to click on it beforehand, then you can just copy and paste, okay? Super, super awesome deal. If I could do it again, I would get this one. I'm kind of bummed, but that's how it is, okay? I was excited when I joined, and I feel like I got an awesome deal when I joined then, and it feels like they just keep getting better and better over time. And so if you do have any questions on it, please feel free to reach out to me, okay? Okay, so let's go ahead, and did I put up, yeah, I did. I'm like, why did I put my setting spray away? So we'll do this, and then we'll do some mascara, and we'll be done, okay? So I'm going to do brown in the Epic, and I feel like I did something goofy here. Hold on. My lips are just a little bit dry. Probably should have used a gloss tonight, but that's okay. Okay. I'm not going to do my eyebrows because I'm in the midst of needing to go get those done, so we're just going to leave them be. Okay, let's do some setting spray. I just feel all lit up. Then I take my fan, I like to dry it, and then take my breath away as I blow the fan in my nose. But if you do have any questions on anything, feel free to message me. I can help you with that. We'll go ahead and we'll put on some mascara real quick. I am just going to do my top lid, and we'll be done for the night, okay? But I am here if you need anything, and yeah, I hope that everyone's been having a good day. And then we'll go ahead and, I will go ahead, not we. I'll go ahead and post some pictures and post everything that I'm wearing too. So if you're wondering what product was that, I can tell you, okay? So when you're putting on your mascara, make sure to tilt that head back. That way you try to not get it on your top lid. I try so hard to not do that a lot. I feel like no matter how many years I've been wearing mascara, some days I'm kind of like, oh girl, get it together. Okay. So I kind of sometimes like to do just like a nice layer right away, then I don't have to come back in and do it a second time. What happens for me is in my corners here, my lashes kind of all hit each other. So it just kind of all piles up together there. The other reason I like to do my mascara last is if I get it wet with my setting spray, I kind of feel like it starts to get all over everything. And I want to make sure that I don't have it sitting on my skin, if that makes sense, all wet and kind of marking up where it doesn't need to be. Okay. So again, this is the Moodstruck Epic Mascara in the color brown. It comes in black, waterproof black. And then we have our 4D fiber lashes, which is like lashes in a bottle, I tell ya. It's one of my favorites. Oh, I've held my eyes open too long with my contacts. Look at these lashes come to life, even just with this Epic Mascara. I was a fan from the beginning with this one. And then even more of a fan with the 4D. Okay? Alright, so here we are, folks. We got a face. And we're wishing for spring. Okay? Well, I appreciate everyone joining me. I hope that you've had a good time. I do plan to have a few upcoming things where I'm going to kind of teach you more about your skin and how you can help with making it better so then you can have better makeup too. Okay? Thank you all so much for joining me. It's Monday. I will see you Wednesday evening. I'll probably plan an unboxing that night and maybe we'll try a few things and go from there. Okay? Talk to you later, everyone. Goodbye.